Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of, I guess, Rapid Review. Even though I guess technically I am reviewing something, right? So let's review something. Now, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be reviewing a long debate between the Avengers and the Justice League. Why am I doing this? Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I figured why not? I've been seeing this debate everywhere, actually recently, which is really weird. I've been seeing this debate everywhere, and I've just kind of like thought, well, you know, who would I choose? Like who is the better? And as you can tell, I am currently on. This is Injustice 2. I figured it would be kind of a good background. Actually, you know what? Let's put Batman up there, because Batman's Batman. That's my Batman. He doesn't look very good. I probably should make him black again. Yeah, here we go. Let's put this Batman up there. There we go. But anyway, so I thought, and I figured I've just kind of come down to the whole fact that I should probably review this, because I guess it is just it's something to talk about. It's content, and I have been kind of lacking it for a few weeks. I haven't really been uploading anything at all, so I figured this would be kind of a good one. I did mention on my Twitter that there will be two videos. I think if I have time, then I'll merge both of them, but I kind of want to talk about one of them kind of more in depth than this one. So I might make two videos. So there'll be another one coming after this. Or at least soon. Probably by the time you're watching this, it's probably already going to be up, but you never know. So anyway, let's talk about this, alright? Let's fucking do it. So, Avengers and Justice League, alright? Who would win? Who would win a fight if it had to come down to an all-out brawl between these two teams? Right off the bat, as far as I'm aware, Justice League definitely has the numbers. Avengers don't. And I'm going off just the base stuff. I'm not really deep diving into like comics and stuff like that, because I know there's a lot more than like five people in each team. But I know this. I know that the Justice League has 6, and the Avengers have like 5. So let's talk about the teams. All right, let's go with the Avengers first. So we got the Avengers, right? We got Earth's mightiest heroes. We have Iron Man, we have Captain America, Thor, the Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. And we're only counting them. We're not counting, like everybody else, like Fury and all those people. And yes, we are leaving out Scarlet Witch. We're leaving out Quicksilver. I mean, I could add them in there if I really wanted to, but I was thinking more of like just baseline Avengers. But I guess we could probably add them in there as well. But let's just talk about the base stuff, and then I'll get into all the extra people, the ones that came later. So, like I said, in the Avengers, you have Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, the Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. So, right off the bat, 2 of the 5 do not have superpowers. Black Widow and Hawkeye, well, technically, I guess 3. Well, yeah, 3, I guess, really don't have superpowers. But let's talk about Black Widow and Hawkeye for a minute. Black Widow and Hawkeye. Hawkeye is only good because he can shoot a bow. Hold on, I'm trying to think of more. Hawkeye can, shoot a bow. I think he has that, he never misses kind of thing. Like, he always makes his mark. He always hits his mark, I mean. So, Hawkeye is really good at shooting bow and arrows. He's also pretty intelligent, and he uses his bow as well to fight, kind of like a staff. I believe in, I don't know, I think he uses his his bow for more than just a bow and arrow. I believe in Civil War, but I could be wrong. Um, but Hawkeye really doesn't have anything else other than that. I mean, he has contacts and stuff, but if he was just fighting by himself, then that's really all he's got. Black Widow. She is very athletic. She kind of takes advantage of a lot of weapons that she has at her disposal. I mean, she uses pretty much anybody's weapon. I mean, I'm sure she could even use Hawkeye's weapon if she really wanted to, but she doesn't, obviously, because Hawkeye does. So her primaries are, a couple pistols, and then she has like her shock bracelet. Well, later down the line, but we'll let her have it. But that's pretty much it. She's very like athletic. She has a couple pistols, and she's also really smart. And both Black Widow and Hawkeye are apparently assassins, I think it was, or there's something like that. But yeah. Also, Black Widow has, her past being in, I think it was called the Red Room or something like that. And she's kind of like she's really good at what she does. And then we have Iron Man, who is a man, who is rich. He's basically the MCU's Batman. But he's also not, because obviously Batman's a little different. But I think Iron Man would probably have more to offer. He's got his suit, he has his brain, he has money. I mean, trust me, I'll probably say all the things about Batman as well. I would say probably the only difference between, well, I'm not going to go over the differences yet. But that's pretty much all Iron Man's got. He's got a suit, his brain, and his money. Or suits, brain, and money. He's not really a fighter. His suit mostly does everything. But he is really intelligent. He's got a very high IQ. So, to think before he does would probably be something that he's good at. So he would probably try to study people before going into an all-out brawl with people. Captain America is... I don't want to call him like a metahuman, because I don't think he is. Or not a metahuman, like I don't know. He's just an upgraded guy. That's really all he is. Like Iron Man said, I don't remember when. I think it was Civil War. No, actually, you know what? It was the first Avengers. Iron Man made a snappy remark saying that everything special about him came in a bottle, which is true. He was kind of a nobody. He was kind of really small, really defenseless, but he had heart, he had spirit, and I think that's what kind of keeps him going. But other than that, he has a shield that's almost impenetrable. I mean, obviously Thanos kind of destroyed that. Yeah, it's just, he's got a shield, and he's got his wits, he's got his heart, he's got his spirit, his hope. He's got everything that a person needs to, when you get knocked. He definitely, Captain America, I would say, probably is the definition of when you get, if you get knocked down, you get back up. Like, he is the definition of that. Of course, unless he gets knocked the fuck out. Then it's different. Which I don't think has ever really happened. I don't think he's ever really been knocked out before. Because I think because of his serum or whatever is running through him, I think it kind of makes it harder for him to get knocked out. Or at least he can take more punches or something like that. And then we have Thor, who is a literal god. He is the god of thunder. He has a hammer, which they can only be picked up if you're worthy. Obviously, we know that Captain America could also pick up Thor's hammer. So technically, I guess going back to Captain America, he could have Thor's hammer, and Thor could have his axe. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, he could have his his really big axe. And I think it works pretty much the same way. Um, so they could both use that in a fight, which actually would probably give Captain America more of a chance because he has a hammer that nobody really else can pick up except him and Thor, and obviously Vision, but Vision's not in this. But yeah, Thor is just a god. He can take a lot of hits. He can take pummeling. I mean, he's gone toe to toe with the Hulk and survived, lived to tell the tale. I think that's, I think that's probably good enough for people to think that he can go toe to toe with someone from the Justice League. And then speaking of which, we have the Hulk. The Hulk is not, well, when he is the Hulk, I would say that he's almost impenetrable. He has been hurt. He can get hurt, especially if we're talking about the newer adaptions of him. I mean, he got hurt regardless, I guess, but I think that the Avengers Hulk is not as good as like the Incredible Hulk, the second movie that came out with some guy. I almost had his name, but it went away. So the Hulk can be killed. However, him when he is the Hulk, if you're just like kind of like a normal guy, like Iron Man, Captain America, even Black Widow or Hawkeye, you can't really do much to him. Iron Man found that one out the hard way, and I guess so did Black Widow, because she ran from him instead of fought because she knew that she couldn't really do anything really about it. Iron Man, I guess the same way. He didn't really try. I mean, he did. He had a suit that was designed specifically to take down Hulk, but yeah, Hulk didn't go down. He got knocked down, I think. But that's pretty much it. He didn't die. He lost a couple teeth, and that was in Age of Ultron. So the Hulk is not really that powerful if you really think about it. He can be. The more mad he gets, I believe, the more stronger he becomes. So that's the Avengers, and that's just the base ones, okay? So we're going to head over to the Justice League. Now, the Justice League has Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. So let's talk about the obvious. Everyone's favorite, Batman. Batman is basically Iron Man, but different. I honestly don't think, and I know this kind of sucks to say because I am a huge fan of Batman, more than I am of Iron Man. But I think Iron Man might be a bit more smarter than Batman. But Batman is, see, Iron Man is smart. Like he is, like he can think of a problem and fix the problem. Like if there's something happening that affects him, he can fix it. He's smart like that. But I believe the only reason why I think Batman is better than Iron Man is because Batman's not just, I mean, he is really intelligent, but I don't think he's just smart, but I think he's cautious smart. Which is why that back in the comics, there was, I forgot what it was called, but there's a comic out there where Batman kills the Justice League. So Batman kind of found everybody's weakness and, did something about it, and he did, and he managed to kill everybody. And I believe there was also an animation where Superman and Batman did talk about it. I've seen it a couple times. I don't remember the name of it or really how to find it. But Batman actually almost he was going to quit the Justice League because everyone kind of sided against him, saying that the Justice League doesn't need a failsafe. Like they don't need a protocol where in case the Justice League gets out of hand, you know. But he does, and he has one, and he even used it once. Not in anything big like Hollywood like, but not yet anyway. But I don't remember exactly how he killed everybody. I know that he used Green Lantern's ring to kill Superman. I don't remember how everybody else died. I think Green Lantern was stabbed. But anyway, I'm not gonna go ahead and start thinking by myself. So anyway, so we got Green Lantern, yeah. So anyway, so that's Batman. He's got all these gadgets. He's really cautious, smart, which actually probably makes him even more of a worthy opponent because he's not. I don't know. He doesn't. He can do a really good like think on the fly. Like he can think of something and just have it out. He always prepares before going toe to. I mean, in Batman versus Superman the movie, I mean he built an armor to kind of withstand Superman's punches, but he also used kryptonite against him because he knew that that's what weakened Superman. All right, let's move on. We got Superman. Superman is not a god. To us, he is, or to normal Earth, normal people, he is kind of like a god because he's the Man of Steel. He's impenetrable. He is super strong. He can fly. He can just do a lot of stuff. He can do. He basically does godlike things. But he is still vulnerable. I mean, there are things that he can't, that even he can't do. Of course, when kryptonite is involved, he becomes kind of more mortal. He becomes extremely weak. He doesn't have that big power like self. He becomes just very, very weak. And that's pretty much, as far as everybody knows, that's pretty much all that weakens him. I mean, there is another stone out there. I don't remember what it is, but I know there's a few stones that actually, or no, maybe I think it's stones or suns. But I know that the Earth's sun is what makes Superman powerful. So I guess technically, if you can get him away from the sun for a long period of time, then I guess he doesn't absorb the sun's energy, so he can become kind of more of a mortal. But other than that, Superman's like, extremely powerful. And then we have the Flash, who the Flash is really powerful as well. I think the Flash is kind of one of those like really underrated characters. He can move at speeds that are incredible. I mean, he even has the ability to run so fast that he can change time. And, change time, go back in time. He can kind of like travel, I think they call it the Speed Force. I watched the Flash show. It's the only reason why I know that. But he uses the Speed Force to basically go through these things, but it's not really good for him to. Because, obviously if he goes back in time, he can change time, and then when he comes back to his world, it's all fucked up. One of his biggest mistakes, I believe, there's an animation of it. It's called the Flashpoint. I think it's called Flashpoint or Flashpoint Paradox or something like that. I've seen it numerous times. It's a really good one, I think. At least I like it. But anyway, so he goes back in time to save his mom from being murdered because, his dad, I guess, took the blame for it, even though everybody knows it was Reverse Flash who killed his mom. But Flash is probably really powerful. I mean, with any normal person, if he really wanted to, like, let's say if Batman didn't have any of his armor on or anything that kind of protected him and he was just standing there and Flash was going to kill him, he could. Because Flash, all he has to do really is run right through him. And actually, speaking of right through, Flash also has this ability to vibrate really fast, and he can move through things. So he can actually technically go through walls and other objects if he really wanted to. It just takes a little while. He can even go through people's like bodies. All he has to do is vibrate. But other than that, I think Flash is pretty cool. I think that's pretty much it. Um, then we got the Green Lantern. Green Lantern, obviously, he uh, only gets power from the ring, and I guess that his imagination is what makes him more powerful. Basically, whatever he imagines, the ring does. In Ryan Reynolds' movie Green Lantern, um, we saw that with him using like hammers, race car tracks, and stuff to kind of like save people. Um, and he even used it to defeat. God, I don't even know his name. It's been a while since I've seen it, so. But Green Lantern, I think, is also really pretty powerful. Probably not as powerful as everybody else, but he can be. He can be pretty dangerous if he really wanted to be. Technically, either of these teams could be really dangerous if they really wanted to be. I mean, Black Widow and Hawkeye were assassins. So, I mean, there's that. I mean, Thor could literally just destroy anything he wanted to because he's a god. Hulk probably could too. Captain America, I mean, he can be, I guess. I mean, there was a time where he did become like part of Hydra, and then obviously Iron Man. I mean, he could build something. I mean, he could probably blow everybody up. Same with like Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, Flash. I mean, they can all be extremely powerful as well. Superman more of anything, I think. Actually, probably Superman. Martian Manhunter might be actually probably a little bit more of a threat than Superman, because like I said, all they have to do is figure out that kryptonite hurts them, and boom, there you go. Anyway, we'll move on to Aquaman now, just to kind of, I guess we'll do the last three pretty brief because I want to get into this debate. Aquaman, he can talk to fish. Wonder Woman, no, he has a trident. It's pretty powerful. It's a gold trident and all that stuff. He can talk to fish. He can breathe underwater. He can swim really fast underwater. He's also really strong. I wouldn't say that he's impenetrable, but he's really strong. I believe anything. I don't know, to be honest with you. In the Aquaman movie, he did get shot a bunch of times and even blown up with a grenade launcher. And he managed to get up and say, ow, and then walked away. So, normal human stuff like Black Widow and Hawkeye's, even probably Captain America's. Actually, you know what? I'll leave that one for a minute. Aquaman is pretty powerful as well. Wonder Woman, pretty much the same thing. I found out that actually Wonder Woman is not impenetrable, but her bracelets are, or braces, or whatever you want to call them. They are what stop like bullets and stuff. Actually, you can see her do it in the Justice League movie where she like does like all these kind of cool like knee tricks, and then she's like blocking them with her, arm things, braces and stuff. And apparently she can be killed pretty easily. So all she needs is like just one good shot, and boom, she's dead. But she is really powerful. She can move really fast. She's really strong, and I think that's what kind of like makes her not so easy to beat. But apparently she can be shot and killed that way. Martian Manhunter, I don't really know too much about him. If I remember correctly, he's a green alien. But I don't know. I think there's two like differences with Martian Manhunter. I know that Martian Manhunter is like a green alien. I know he's kind of like Superman, but not very. I don't think he can shoot things out of his eyes. I don't know him too much, but I only know the only Martian Manhunter that I do kind of know is the one from Watchmen. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, where he's like a blue kind of like Atom kind of guy. He's basically like a walking bomb. I mean, he incinerated Billy or whatever his name is. another character I really like, but I don't remember his name. At least not at the top of my head. Just so you know that I am horrible at speaking. So if sometimes I ramble and it doesn't make sense, probably because I really don't know what I'm talking about. So I don't really know. I know kind of like the base of their powers. I don't know exactly what they can do. I don't know all of their potential. Like I said, this really wasn't a video mainly to like talk about these two teams and like talk about their powers and like what's what. I kind of want to. It was more of like a debate, kind of like just to kind of let you know that like who has more of a chance to win, just by kind of like their base skills and stuff. Basically, what you know and what you see. Um, so out of these two teams, the Avengers and the Justice League, the question arises: who would win? Now, there's a lot of people who, um, obviously, like Avengers. Like people are like, oh, Avengers would win because they have like the Hulk and Thor and Iron Man. What about the Justice League? The Justice League has Batman, has Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Flash, fucking Green Lantern. Literally, I think I probably have to say, if they have to go like head to head, and if it was an all out brawl and they had to kill each other, if one of these teams had to be victorious, which I already know that these two teams would not kill each other. I do not think that they would, because they're both basically the same thing. The Avengers and Justice League are basically like a team of heroes who want to help the world more than they want to destroy it. Sometimes, sometimes it's different. Sometimes they want to destroy the world, but you never know. That's just on different, other different like Earths and stuff. But my prediction, my answer, I do believe that the Justice League is probably a bit more powerful than the Avengers. Reasoning is because of Batman. um, Batman really had. Oh wait, hold on. I'm missing one more person. I am missing one person. I totally forgot about them. So actually, the Justice League has another member. And good thing you can't see me type or draw, because I probably spelled his name wrong. The Justice League also has Cyborg. I know he kind of goes part of like the Teen Titans later, but he is a part of the Justice League for a little while, I think. But Cyborg is another one who is actually pretty tough. I do believe Cyborg alone could hurt 4 out of the 5. No, hold on, 4 out of the 6 in the Avengers. Oh, okay, I was wrong. The Avengers have 6. The Justice League now has 8. But but I believe Cyborg, if he fought Iron Man, which I think everybody would think that Batman and Iron Man would fight, but I think Batman and Captain America would probably be the two to brawl, because of how similar that they are. But if, for instance, I think if Cyborg and Iron Man fought, I think Cyborg could probably figure out everything there is to know about Iron Man while they're fighting, because Cyborg like enhances himself every single time, like every day. He's always, he can hack into things without even being right next to things. He can do incredible things with his robotness, and I think honestly Cyborg could probably defeat Iron Man. Iron Man's really smart. He may or may not use nanotechnology, but if he does, I believe Cyborg could probably put a stop to it. Thanos did. And I think if Thanos can do it, I think Cyborg could do it. But I believe that every single person on the Justice League could probably destroy everybody on the Avengers. Now, I'm pretty sure Thor and Hulk are probably the two that have the most advantage when it comes to like the Avengers. Like, I think those two will be the hardest to kill, but I think that they could do it. Because the Hulk, all you have to do is calm him down. If you can calm him down, he goes back into Bruce Banner, and then boom, he's dead. Deadpool did it, but then again, Hulk thought he killed Deadpool. There was a comic where I think it was Hulk versus Deadpool or something like that, but Hulk enraged and he started ripping up Deadpool and throwing him everywhere, and then Deadpool regenerated, and then Hulk went back to like human form, and then Deadpool kind of killed him. Um, but I mean, obviously the Hulk can also be hurt. Like I mentioned, I mean Thanos hurt him, so I'm sure if Thanos can hurt the Hulk just by punching him, I'm pretty sure Superman, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, and maybe Green Lantern, I would probably say have the better bet, like the better, um, things that are equipped with them. Horrible words there. Um, I believe that they have the better advantage, the kill Hulk. Um, I'm sure. I mean, well, okay. Just to put it this way, to kind of like put it bluntly, I think Superman can actually kill everybody by himself, like all the Avengers. I don't know if he could kill Thor with his laser eyes, but it just his eyes alone could kill Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and I'm sure he could probably kill the Hulk. Thor, maybe not. I don't know for sure because I don't exactly know how powerful his eye lasers are, but I know for a fact he could kill everybody, except maybe Thor. Batman would know how to kill everybody. I'm sure he would probably be like, I've never seen you before, but I'm pretty sure Batman could take down Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Captain America pretty easily. Maybe not at the same time, because, they're pretty powerful themselves, but um, I think he could probably do it. The Flash, well, I mean, the Avengers don't have a speedster, except Quicksilver, but he was more of an X-Men. Um, but the Justice League do. So the Flash alone could take out Hawkeye, Black Widow, Captain America very easily. Um, I mean, mostly Black Widow and Hawkeye. Aquaman. I mean, it's not even an argument anymore. All right, I'm just gonna rip these papers up because I'm not even gonna look at them anymore. All right. I probably didn't even need to put Martian Manhunter in there. Like point is the Justice League got it. All right, the Justice League could defeat the Avengers by themselves. Like the Justice League is way stronger, way more capable. They have way better people. And the Avengers, I mean, despite all of them having really good heroes and abilities on their team, they are definitely not equipped to handle the Justice League. The Justice League is just way better. They are better equipped. They're better. I mean, they have Batman and Cyborg on the same team. Two incredibly, I mean, even Barry Allen or the Flash, he's also really smart. I mean, we're talking three really smart people. Now the Avengers really only have like Iron Man is as a really smart character. I mean, Thor, Hulk are considered kind of like the dumb ones, and then you have Black Widow, Hawkeye. They're not really thinkers. I mean, they do have ideas, and they are really good. But they're not out of the box ideas, they could probably get caught in like a pickle and not really get out of it, depending on what's what. I mean, I'm sure they have like gadgets and stuff. I'm sure Hawkeye has gadgets and stuff that could probably get him out of it, like smoke arrows or whatever, or like arrows that you can fling at people and like electrocute them. But the Flash could definitely probably stop every arrow, unless. I'd probably say the only way Hawkeye could... I mean, I know for a fact that Hawkeye has a better advantage than Black Widow when it comes to dealing with, like, the Flash, because, I mean, he could use an arrow that stuns, and if, like, the Flash is running and he sees that he's like, shooting at Batman or whoever with one of those, and he just thinks, oh, an arrow. So he'll run and he'll grab it, and then it'll just shock him, and he's gone. And he's down. Unless, of course, electricity helps him. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think the Flash getting shocked or stunned or tased or whatever, I don't think that will help him in the fight. I think, if anything, that'll be a better way to get him down. But if he knows what's going on, if he knows what Hawkeye is shooting, then for sure, I mean, the Flash could just take him out really quick. But that's if Superman hasn't already done that. I mean, like I said, if they're killing each other, Superman is, I think Superman and probably Martian Manhunter and Cyborg. I mean, obviously Batman as well, but I think we're just going to talk about Superman. I mean, just Superman alone is probably the most fierce one out of all that. And I know Superman and Thor would probably fight, for sure. Superman and Thor would probably fight. Matter of fact, even Superman might even fight Thor and Hulk at the same time, because that's what he can do. And neither of them have the ability. I mean, Bruce Banner is also really smart, but when he's in Hulk form, he's not really that smart. So I guess, yeah, I forgot about Bruce Banner. Yeah, he is really smart. And him and, I mean, I'm sure if, like, let's say that the Justice League went into the Marvel Universe and Bruce Banner and Iron Man, figured it out. They're like, they're not really from our Earth or even our universe. They're imposters. Who are they? What are they doing here, and why? I'm pretty sure they would probably figure out together, like, who they are. I mean, maybe not like who they are, but they'd probably figure out, like, what they do, what it takes to hurt them. Basically all that. But Batman, he's got it all down. He'll pop in the universe and be like, I already know what's going on. I know everything. But realistically, I mean, if they had like a Civil War fight, like they did in Civil War, if it was just half and half, I do believe the Justice League would win because of all the circles that I went to multiple times. It is totally an unfair advantage. Now, if Scarlet Witch was a part of the Avengers team, the Justice League might have a harder time fighting the Avengers, because Scarlet Witch, if she is full power, not only does she have all that power, but she has the ability to mind control everybody. And obviously, she'd send, Bruce back when his parents died, or Superman when his planet got destroyed, but it might just make him angry. But Superman could probably kill her, probably fairly easily. And if she's using her powers, and it takes, a lot to get through it, I was thinking maybe Green Lantern could probably use his, barrier. And Doctor Strange obviously would. See, Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch would probably make the Avengers maybe more powerful, but I think all in all, the Justice League would probably still win, because they have a lot more powerful people, and Cyborg could probably just look at everybody and just kind of know already how to defeat them, because Cyborg, is just incredibly smart. So. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, the Justice League. I'm going with them. I have every single time I see somebody asking the question who would win between these two, it's always going to be the Justice League. It's not just because I like DC more than I like Marvel, which I do, but it's just because, when you look at the Justice League, you can just tell. You can tell that they are better than the Avengers. And if we're just going back to like just the normal Avengers and the normal Justice League, then yeah, they definitely have the numbers and they have the skills. I mean, Batman also knows martial arts, so Batman is basically like if Tony Stark took over Captain America's body. Like Batman is Iron Man and Captain America combined. He's got the skills, he's got the money, he's got the brains, he's got everything. So And then, you know, you gotta worry about all his gadgets and stuff. You know, I mean, he can stun. He can, you know, have things flying. Um, you know, he's got cannons. He's probably got tanks somewhere. I mean, we saw it in the Dark Knight. I think it was I think it was the Dark Knight, not Batman, but like the second one of the trilogy. You know, he did have like a tank, and even in the third one, when Bane was around, you know, he had these you know, cars with tanks. You know, so I'm sure he could do like autopilot stuff, or you know, do it on their own. But I don't know. I don't know. But that's just me. I'm going with the Justice League. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments below. And if you do disagree, let me know why. I want to know why you think that the Avengers would the Avengers would win against the Justice League. And like I said, we're just talking about the base one. So if you're gonna make the argument, only make the argument with Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, Black Widow, and like I guess basically what I'm saying is we're going with the first Justice League movie and the first Avengers movie. So out of those two, because I'm pretty sure if we're talking about everybody who's joined these teams, I don't know who would win because I don't exactly know who is a part of these teams. But I do know for a fact that if we're just talking about the first two, or the first Avengers, and then the Justice League definitely has them hands over. You know, I mean they're way too strong, way too powerful. But if you disagree, let me know why down in the comments below. If you do agree with me, again, let me know why. I want to know why. I want to know why you disagree and why you agree. So let me know down in the comments below. I hope you did enjoy this video. Like I said, I'm really bad at talking. I don't have that like debate kind of thing. You know, I don't give my opinions very well, and that's why I've decided to not do anything that really had to do with that. Yep. So before I make more of a fool of myself, I will see you in the next video. I'm literally going to stop this one and start making the other one. I'm going to make them back to back, and then I'll upload this one. I'll upload them both, I guess, kind of at the same time. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that fun jazz. You can follow me on Twitter. I do have a gaming channel you can also check out. I don't really do anything over there anymore, but I do have a Twitter. I think I have my Twitch all over there. I do also have my Snapchat up there if you want to follow me on there. You can watch me post really stupid stories and stuff like that. So without further ado, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.